and you're watching MLK Squared Sports.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your guys over here at MLK Squared. I'm MLK Jr. with...
I'm MLK Senior. What's up?
And we are back with your favorite segment. It's Hot Take Tuesday, everybody. Calm down, everyone.
Hot Take Tuesday.
Hot Take Tuesday, it's here. And as always, we're going to start off with Dad. What do you got for us?
My hot take today is, and like I said, when I say hot take, it's something I actually believe. I was like, kind of a prediction, if you will. But it's going to be college football, and we're going to talk Lane Kiffin. Dude gets a lot of glaze. Everybody loves him. He's this genius.
He's this guru.
This guru this season will go 7-5.
Hello.
In the regular season.
Wow.
I think this team is going to fall off the rails. I think he is going to be on the hot seat after year one. And I haven't looked up and see how much his buyout is, but LSU fans will be ready for him to go.
Wow.
They have a tough schedule.
On some Brian Kelly stuff.
Mm-hmm. They have some tough schedule. And that's what, LSU wants to win again bad. And so when you want to win that bad, you just kind of go through and cycle through the coaches and until they find their guy. Mm-hmm. They might even try to resurrect Nick Saban to bring him out of retirement. He said he wished he never would have left that job. He goes, he regrets it. So, but Lane Kiffin, they have a schedule. This is their schedule. They play Clemson, Louisiana Tech. They play at Ole Miss. They play A&M at home. And they got McNeese State. Then they have at Kentucky, Mississippi State. They're at Auburn. They end the season at Auburn, Alabama, Texas, at Tennessee, at Arkansas.
So if you're looking at the schedule, where do you see the 5 losses?
The five losses here. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost early definitely in one of these first 3 games. They're going to lose one of those first 3. With Clemson, they won't lose. They won't lose Louisiana Tech. They should kill Clemson.
They definitely should.
They definitely should, but I don't know. I can see this team. I feel like they practice and they work on offense a lot, but I think their offensive line is going to struggle, and they have Sam Levitt at quarterback, and I think it's just going to be a lot of issues. And when things start going bad for them, they continue to go bad. They have that game against Ole Miss is going to be
that's probably the most emotional game.
That's going to be a very emotional
game,
and it's at Ole Miss.
Well, it's definitely going to be a rivalry for sure.
They got A&M at home, and that's not going to be remotely an easy game. That's going to be a tough game for LSU. Then you got McNeese State. And I wouldn't underestimate them going on the road to Kentucky. That sounds crazy, but I'm telling you. And
they got new people there.
Yeah, they
Will
do.
Stein,
yep,
the offensive coordinator for Oregon.
They go on the road at Auburn. Auburn's going to be better this year. Alabama, this is going to be a huge game for Alabama. Texas may need this game to make the playoffs. They have a tough schedule, too. They may need this game to make the playoffs. Then they have to go on the road at Tennessee. They hate Lane Kiffin here. They're going to be throwing golf balls and mustard at him here, too.
Once again.
And so he has to go on the road to the 2 of the schools that probably hate him the most now.
That's got to be the night game, right? Tennessee?
It's got to be a night game. You've got to make that game at night.
Got to make that game a night game.
At Ole Miss, at Tennessee, and then they end the season going on the road at Arkansas,
which is a rivalry.
Battle game
for the boot, I believe.
And so it's going to be. You can't. You just can't throw that out. So, especially if Arkansas is coming, Arkansas will be playing, go to a bowl game. I have no idea, and so you don't know what guys will step up and do. I think they're going to drop at least 5 games this season, and it's going to go off the rails. And once it goes off the rails, the interviews will get even stranger than they already are with him. and it's going to be a big problem. And so I've got LSU going 7-5, and I got Lane Kiffin on the hot seat, and it's going to be ugly for old Lane Kiffin. And so we'll see. I'm sure some other schools say he's the guy, he's our guru, and they'll pick him up and blah, 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 and then he'll break their heart again. He does, it's like a trail of tears behind this guy. And so it's going to be a problem. It's not going to be pretty at LSU. And so, but, he flew to Knoxville here and got on the tarmac and convinced Sam Levitt to not go to Tennessee and to come there to LSU. And, Sam Levitt's going to hate that decision, I think. So, we'll see.
I would go to Tennessee before LSU.
Yeah. That's it.
That's very interesting. I like it, to be honest. The schedule looks rough, especially the last 5 weeks of the year. For
Yeah.
The month of November will not be friendly to LSU.
No.
So we're on to MLK Jr.
What you got?
We coming back. Haven't talked about the NBA in a minute, but my two hot takes will be about the National Basketball Association. I called my good old buddy, asked him what he thought about some of these takes, and he reacted the most to these. So that's what we're going to talk about. First one. The 76ers will be a top 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, especially after this trade for Jaylen Brown. That doesn't sound crazy. But it will be off the back of an absolute monstrous second year for VJ Edgecombe. That's the hot take. I believe this team, how it's constructed, VJ Edgecombe will thrive. They're going to do everything that's possible. Every team going to do everything possible to stop Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how teams are going to stop those three in itself, but then maybe they'll have a cold night, and then all of a sudden you got to watch out for VJ Edgecombe,
Right.
who just had a stellar rookie season, arguably the best rookie season, not to take away from Cooper, Knipple, and
Yeah.
Dylan Harper.
You don't think he'll have
But
a sophomore slump?
He will not have a sophomore slump.
Okay.
This team constructed is perfect for him. You got Maxey the slasher, can kick it. Edgecombe got that 3-ball. I don't know. I can probably guarantee you none of you watching this video have seen anything or even know that the FIBA basketball tournament stuff's going on, and VJ plays for the Bahamas, and he's been playing, and I've been watching him play, and he's looked like he's already improved from his rookie season.
Wow. Okay.
He's really trying to develop himself as like the main guy over there for the Bahamas because he's their main scoring option. And that's great development, and that's great to see if you're a Sixers fan like I am. This team they've constructed is like, it's perfect. It's really good to make it really far this year, as long as, like, even if Embiid is hurt, like, the Sixers can still, like, be 100% top 2 in the East.
So what if you win the LeBron sweepstakes?
If we win the LeBron sweepstakes, I don't see, unless it's coaching malpractice or everyone in the starting 5 gets hurt, I don't see how we don't compete for a title. So us Sixers fans, we've dealt with the process. Sam Hinkie. We've dealt with Daryl Morey. We dealt with the guy in between those two.
Right.
I think it was Elton Brand. It's been a rough 13 years. And I'm 16. So 17. But it's been a rough going as a Sixers fan. But this year it is, I know we say it a lot, but this year is definitely the best built roster we've ever had in the process era. And this is the year we can actually get it all done. For sure.
From the hip, if y'all get LeBron, your starting lineup is going to be Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, Embiid, and LeBron. If that team does not make the finals, it'll be one of the biggest epic fails
of all time
in NBA history.
Yes, it would. But even
Wow.
without LeBron, I'm a fan of Dean Wade in that power forward spot, and Sixers didn't have depth. You traded McCain, this, that, the third. I got it. I get it. I don't know why we traded McCain. I always say it's always good to have a lot of good guards. That is always what I've said, and that is forever what I will say. As soon as we had McCain on the roster, and we had a backcourt of Maxey, Edgecombe, McCain, and Grimes. And then all of a sudden it was, you have too many guards on the team. We traded McCain, and then Maxey and Edgecombe had the most minutes in the NBA.
Yeah.
And then it was, you don't have that many guards. What are we talking? I don't understand. So if we kept, I don't get it. But now we have a backcourt of Maxey, Edgecombe, Anthony Simons, which is one of the best steals of the offseason.
Okay.
And LeBaron Philon Jr. from Alabama, the rookie, who's looking to contribute early. Our bench depth is as good as it's ever been. Justin Edwards, solid bench piece out of Kentucky. Shout out Wildcats. I'm a big fan of Justin Edwards. Dominic Barlow, great off the bench, great power forward minutes, and can play emergency center if we really need him to. Adem Bona and the guy out of the Knicks, who I cannot pronounce his name, he's on the Sixers now. That's a great signing. But from that, we're going to move on to the second take.
Okay.
My next take is about LeBron James himself. And the GOAT, yes. And I'm going to talk about, my take is, if LeBron does not go to the Philadelphia 76ers, whoever he joins will be in the play-in. And if they're not in the play-in, they, I believe, will probably lose in the first round. In my extremely humble opinion. Why do I say this?
Why do you say this?
Why do I say this?
Why do you say these blasphemous things?
Gotta have a reason for everything you say, right? The three teams LeBron reportedly is considering is the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, and the Philadelphia 76ers, right? We just talked about him on the Sixers. That's match made in heaven right there. Well, I'll talk about Cleveland. You will most likely have James Harden,
Right.
Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. I can admit that's a great starting five.
Right.
I see the bench. I acknowledge the bench. I don't like the bench.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the bench, first of all. They would definitely be a solid regular season team, but I feel like all it takes is a couple players being out for 2 to 3 weeks, and you're not going to win as many games.
Right.
And if they just make the playoffs and just make me shut up about the play-in part, I don't think this team is built to win the first round. I'm not a big fan of their bench.
Yeah, I mean, now as I look at it, I'm not either. I'm not a Dennis Schroeder fan.
No, you are not. Sam Merrill's
no,
okay. He's only a 3-point specialist, though, so that's a problem. Jalen Tyson had one good game against Philadelphia his whole career. Tomlin, definitely a spark off the bench, definitely a hyper guy. But for the playoffs, I'm not a fan. Evan Mobley cannot develop a 3-ball in the playoffs, and all of a sudden he decides to stop dunking the ball in the playoffs and start shooting threes. It makes no sense.
Do they still have Max Strus?
They do have Max Strus.
He had a horrible playoff.
He did have a horrible playoff.
Horrible.
But on paper, that's a solid bench player. On paper. And we talk about the Miami Heat. Give me just a second. Let me look at the Heat's roster.
I think it was his ponytail.
Dad thinks it was his ponytail. As we look at the Heat roster, if we go here, their starting lineup would most likely be, I think they would put LeBron probably at the point guard.
They would have to.
LeBron, Tim Hardaway Jr., Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Bam. On paper, that's a great starting lineup, right? I don't think Giannis and Bam will stay healthy the whole year. That and their bench is just not good.
No.
It's just not.
No.
This team will not have what it takes to be in competing
No.
like for real in the playoffs.
Bobby Portis's years have gone by.
Yes.
Him. Has Andrew Wiggins ever be like what everybody expected he was going to be? When he came into the league?
No, not what he expected to be.
Yeah.
But that is probably their fourth best player on this team. Andrew Wiggins is not a bad player at all.
I can
Andrew
see
Wiggins is
with
not
a
bad at all.
player.
But if LeBron, to come
And
back
those
to my
shooters,
take,
yeah.
if LeBron does not come to Philly, he will not make it out the first round, or whatever team he'll join will be in the play-in.
Well,
I have a lot more NBA takes, which I can talk about on my second channel, MLK Jr. I'm going to start doing NBA content on there as well. Probably talk about more of these takes on there, but that's all the takes I got for the day.
well, I feel like if you got LeBron, you always got shot. But I can see it in Miami. Cleveland, I kind of agree with you on the take that I think they would be a good regular season team. Kind of like I thought Detroit is built to be a good regular season team, but they're not They're not a playoff team.
Gotcha.
And Miami, they just have no. Once they have to go to second rotation, that team's awful.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, it's
good.
just not great.
Yeah, it's not great at all.
It's just not great to look at.
So let me ask you, your honest opinion, you're LeBron, you're looking at the landscape, I know
If
where
I
you
am
would go.
LeBron
Well,
James,
if you just knowing what you know about the situation and LeBron and what you're hearing, where do you think he's going to go?
I think LeBron's going to go back to Cleveland.
He think he's going to go back to Cleveland.
Yes, unfortunately. For me as a
Right.
Sixer fan.
Well, I had the
Sixers.
thought that if he wants another title and he wants to come to the East, I don't know that LeBron's only going to play one more year. I don't think this is a one and done year. I think he's waiting to play with his other son.
That's a hot take in itself.
Yeah, and so I can see him playing in 2 years. His son will be in the league.
Yeah.
He'll be in the league. So
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Good at college.
Yeah. I mean,
He's got to be okay at Arizona.
he played with Arizona. He should get some PT this year.
I hope
and
so, yeah,
he'll be
yeah.
one and done. But he would go to Cleveland. Cleveland's already saving a roster spot for Bronny. So I think he should go to Philly. Cleveland should pick up Bronny, get Bronny in some type of trade. And then, after he wins his title in Philly, they get rid of Harden. They go to Cleveland and play with both of his sons for his final year.
That would be pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Epic.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Philly's guaranteed to win a chip if they get LeBron.
I am.
I'm absolutely not saying that. They still got to get through either the Spurs or OKC. That's a tough matchup in itself.
I don't care.
He doesn't care. I do. But yeah, those are my takes. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
Thank y'all for watching this edition of Hot
Yeah.
Take Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed. These are one of our favorite videos to make. And we're going to have more theme stuff as we keep going with this podcast. And we're excited to introduce that to you. A lot of more things and a lot of more special things are coming that you can be a part of and will be a part of. So it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
Video every day until college football season.
You got it.
It's going to be great. Like and
gonna be
subscribe. Check out the other channel, MLK Jr. NBA content is going to come out there soon. Let's keep building this thing. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.
See ya.
Peace.